I've always had kind of an unwritten rule when I'm out riding my bike. Be heading home before it gets too dark. And it's not because I don't like riding at night. It's because the stock headlight on the XR650L is, well, pretty terrible. And when you're 20 miles down some back road with deer everywhere, no street lights, and nothing but woods around you, pretty terrible can turn into a life or death situation a lot faster than you think. So whenever the sun starts getting low, I usually turn around. And I hate to say it, I've been doing this for a while now without really thinking about it. But lately I started wondering, why am I letting the sunset decide when my ride is over? You see, if you're like me and you spend enough time riding back roads, you get pretty good at judging daylight. You know when you've got another hour or two. You know when you probably shouldn't take that next road. And you definitely know that feeling when you're having a good ride. You come across a place you haven't explored yet, and you turn back and look at the sky and say to yourself, yeah, maybe next time. I've done that more than I care to admit. And obviously, sometimes turning around is the smart decision to make. I'll be honest though, most of the time, I don't go out for a ride with the destination in mind. I usually just pick a direction and see where I end up. And I've come to the conclusion that I'd rather not have the sun making that decision for me. A little while ago, LED COLIGHT reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in trying out a set of their Atlas auxiliary lights. They sent these out to me for my bike, so just to be completely transparent, I didn't pay for them. But they also didn't tell me what to say about them. So instead of sitting in the garage reading out specifications off a website or some brochure, I figured there was really only one way I wanted to test them. Put them on the XR, wait until it gets dark, and then go for a ride. I'm not going to run through every specification because you can see them right here. And I'll put the important information down in the description if you want to take a closer look later. What I really wanted to know was how these actually perform once you step away from all the streetlights. Installation was pretty straightforward. I wanted them tucked in close to the bike because I didn't want a couple of giant lights hanging off the sides of an otherwise pretty simple motorcycle. I went ahead and mounted them up in the front of the bike near the turn signals. For me, that keeps everything fairly compact. And because they're mounted with the front end, the lights follow where I'm steering instead of just pointing straight ahead. The wiring harness runs to the battery underneath the fuel tank and the seat. And I've got a toggle switch mounted where I can reach it easily. The good thing about the LED COLIGHT system is that it can be run independently of the XR stock headlight. And that's pretty much it. Nothing complicated, which is exactly how I like things on this bike. So for the ride itself, I actually ended up heading out late on purpose, which actually felt strange. Normally if I'm leaving this late, I'm thinking about how much riding time I still have left in the day. This time, I was doing the exact opposite. I wanted the sun to disappear. And I've got to say, there's just something different about being out here at this time of day. Traffic starts disappearing, the temperatures drop, everything gets quieter. Even the roads you've ridden 100 times start looking different in this light. And then eventually you reach that point where the daylight stops helping you. And for me, this is where I normally start thinking about turning back and heading home. But tonight, I kept going. Alright, this right here is the stock headlight. And I've got to say, the camera is actually doing a pretty decent job of showing you what I'm seeing. It's usable. I'm not going to sit here and pretend you can't ride an XR at night with the factory light. You obviously can, but once you get away from the street lights, there's just not a lot of information coming back to you as the rider. You can see the road directly ahead of you, but you don't see much around it. And at speed, that's what bothers me the most, especially out here where you have deer, branches, gravel, potholes, pretty much whatever's lying in the road. You're not going to get much warning. Yeah, that's a pretty big difference. The biggest improvement isn't even what's directly in front of the bike, it's everything around it. With this set of lights right here, you get considerably more light out toward the sides of the road. But you're also throwing the light much farther ahead. And that's what I was hoping for. I don't need the daylight out here. I just want enough information that I'm not constantly wondering what's hiding beyond the periphery of the headlight. And once I started actually riding with them, that's when I noticed the bigger difference. I was able to relax. I wasn't staring at the little patch of road directly in front of the tire anymore. I could actually see what was coming up farther ahead. I could see into the corners. And on these narrow roads, I could see much farther into the tree line and along the shoulders. And for me, that's especially important around here because deer are probably the thing I worry about the most riding at night. And it's not just out on the road. Out here in this field, you can really get a scope of how much farther that usable light carries. With the Atlas lights, I can actually see what's out there. Go back to the stock headlight now, and most of that just disappears. So, after actually spending the night riding with these, there are really three things that stand out to me. First is the beam pattern. As I've said before, I'm getting considerably more light towards the sides of the road, while also being able to see farther ahead. And for the kind of riding that I do, that's exactly the combination I was looking for. I want to see what's coming down that road, but I also want to see what's standing on the side of it, especially out here with the deer. Second is the installation. For the amount of difference that these lights make at night, it really wasn't that complicated to set up, and I was able to keep everything tucked in fairly tight to the bike. And the third thing, and probably the biggest one, they actually changed how I used the motorcycle. Before this, I could ride the XR at night. I just didn't particularly want to. With these, I can see farther down the road. I can see a whole lot more of what's going on around me, and I'm not riding around feeling like I'm outrunning my headlight. So, based on what I've experienced tonight, yeah, I'd recommend them. Obviously, right now, I can't tell you what they're going to look like after a year of rain, dirt, and vibration. That's something I'm going to have to find out over time. But in terms of installation, usable light, and actual nighttime performance, they've done exactly what I wanted them to do and then some. The Atlas auxiliary lights surpassed my expectations of what I thought these lights were going to be able to do. And on a side note, customer support was extremely professional and easy to work with. If you're interested in checking out the same setup that I'm running, I'll put my COLIGHT affiliate link down in the description. That link will take you to their website. From there, look for the 3.5-inch Atlas series lights. And if you decide to pick up a set, make sure and use coupon code GRAYGHOST at checkout. That'll save you 12%. If you decide to use my link to buy lights, it really does help to go to support the channel at no cost to you. So thank you very much for that. But obviously, only pick them up if they make sense for your bike and the kind of riding that you do. For me, I think the biggest compliment that I can give them is that after riding for a while tonight, I kind of forgot they were there. I stopped thinking about the lights. I stopped thinking about how dark it was. And I became more relaxed riding at night than I normally am. And maybe that's the best thing I can really say about these lights. Because before this, riding the XR at night always felt like something I tolerated. But tonight felt different, and for once, the dark was just another part of the ride. That's probably what I like most about motorcycles. Every once in a while you change something small, and suddenly the bike can take you somewhere it couldn't before, or maybe somewhere you wouldn't have gone before. And for even just a moment, your world starts to get a little bigger. What about you guys? Do you enjoy riding at night, or do you try to be home before the sun goes down? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure and check out my essential gear video. I'll leave it up on the screen right here. As always guys, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you on the next one.